Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Pops Reviews and I'm here with another video review. This is a comic review on a series by Udon Comics. It's a two-parter as you can see here, and it's Street Fighter versus Darkstalkers. So this is 1 and 2 as you can see. Worlds of Warriors, Dimensions of Darkness. And yeah, this is the first. These are my first two Udon books I've purchased, and they're obviously trade paperback or soft covers. I liked Udon makes Street Fighter, as you can see, but they make hardcover books, and I really like the hardcover books. Like they have the comic book, but then they also made hardcovers, and it collects about maybe like 10 comics or so in one hardcover. I do have a few of those that I bought, so I'll probably do reviews on those at a later time. But these were the first two I bought. They were at a decent price on Amazon. I think they were, like $18 a piece kind of thing. Canadian Amazon. So I decided to get them because I thought it was kind of cool that they have, Street Fighter versus Darkstalkers, kind of crossover within Capcom. So if you never heard of Udon Comics, they make Street Fighter. They obviously make Darkstalkers. They've done some Darkstalker stories. Apparently, this here is actually the kind of like the closer for the Darkstalkers comics. Like they had made some Darkstalker comics, and then they kind of ended with a cliffhanger, and they hadn't done it for a while. And then they made this crossover, and I think this kind of closes the chapter with the Darkstalkers. So I guess like it's good for on its own as a Street Fighter Darkstalkers book. But if you wanted to get the Darkstalkers issues, like you could read those. They kind of lead up to this ending here with the Street Fighter Darkstalkers. So yeah, Udon. If you never heard of Udon, yeah, they make some comics for Capcom. They've done like Street Fighter, Darkstalkers. They've done Mega Man. They've also done art books for. Trying to think of the series there. I'm kind of losing it. I know they've done stuff on Persona. That's not. I don't know if that's Capcom or not, but like Persona. Different art books, not necessarily storybooks, but yeah, they're a different company. They have like another license they have is Dragon's Crown. If you ever played that video game, it's a pretty cool kind of Dungeons and Dragons kind of game. But yeah, they're a good company. As you can see, the artwork is just beautiful on this cover here. I read reviews too on these books, and I've heard people say that this is actually not their best artists working on these books, but I didn't have any problem with the art of it. So as you can see, they have Ken, and you got Chun-Li, Felina from Darkstalkers. I forget this girl's name here offhand, but then you see Akuma, and then they're fighting some of the different Darkstalkers here. Forget the wolf here too. His name. I mean, I read this a little while ago, but I don't know. Darkstalkers characters, like I never really played Darkstalkers too much. I know the main one like Morrigan, but some of the other characters I'm not too familiar with because I didn't really play the series a lot. But I thought it was it's cool because I do know of the series, so I thought it was a kind of cool series to collect or to have. So I'll show you the back here. So this is the back of the comic here, Udon Entertainment Productions, and so this was volume 1, and it says Worlds of Warriors. When the World Warriors meet the Night Warriors, they'll raise hell. These time-testing combatants have met many times in the arcades, but nothing can prepare you for the first action-packed fan service-fueled comic crossover. Villains will unite, friends will become foes, and the worlds of Street Fighter and Darkstalkers will be changed forever. So as you see, it collects Street Fighter versus Darkstalkers 0 to 4, plus 4 prelude stories. And then you see the price there of what it is. So yes, and you can see the different characters there. I'm thinking the white-haired girl is Helena. I'm thinking. I can't remember her name. I know she's a Street Fighter character. And you see Sagat, and a few of the other Darkstalkers characters. So yeah, it's a it's a graphic novel, and I'll show you some of the pages in it here. Now here's Felina, drawn all sexy. You see a picture of Saget, and this is a lot of action was going on in this book. It's not dry. It's a lot of stuff, a lot of good action and fighting was going. I don't remember. I'm trying to think of like any video games that have Street Fighter versus Darkstalkers. Like I know they have Marvel versus Capcom, obviously, but I don't know if there's like any specific game that has Street Fighter versus Darkstalkers. Like I'm surprised they never really crossed over into a game that I have knowledge of, at least, because I mean Street Fighter's crossed over with like I believe King of Fighters and Tekken and obviously Marvel. But yeah, I don't remember them really crossing over with Darkstalkers as an actual game on its own. So it's kind of weird that they didn't do that. But yeah, this book, like, there's a great evil going on, obviously, and so yeah, the two forces come together, and they're someone like you seen Saget teaming up with Violent Ken there, or he's consoling him. And you can just see the artwork is very beautiful artwork, lots of color, and the guys are well represented from their video game counterparts. And yeah, it's a very fun book. As Chun-Li looking, they have Chun-Li drawn sexy there in her Princess Leia outfit that she's wearing. And it's all explained and everything. I don't want to go too deep into the book, because I would want you to read it and find out the stories on your own here. But it is very well written, though. Like nothing dry. It's a very good read. And if you're a total Street Fighter Darkstalkers fan, and it is a must. To me, the Udon comics for Street Fighter is a must-have. They are very well drawn. The stories, the characters are still unique to their video game counterparts, and yeah, it's totally worth getting if you're a total fan of Street Fighter. So this was volume 1, and look at this, like the characters are just drawn beautifully. Like look at a wolf here. Yeah, just unbelievable drawing by these Udon characters here, and they do their moves and everything that you recognize from the video games. So that was volume 1, and then you have volume 2, and volume 2 is the same thing here. The frighteningly furious fighting game crossover comes to its chaotic conclusion as the demonic Jada's master plan threatens not only the world of warriors and the Night Warriors, but the universe itself. And it collects Street Fighter vs. Darkstalkers number 5 to 8, including bonus stories and variant covers. So here's the back. You see Akuma, Chun-Li, Morrigan, and trying to do everything in one hand here. And then you have also variant covers. There's a kind of a sexy one here with the woman of Capcom. And if I could find, another cool thing they did in these books, they also have, like the stories at the beginning will have kind of an introduction, and it kind of has like a posters, from like different, like kind of like they remind me of like the Grindhouse kind of old school movie theater kind of posters. So here's like a cover. Like, look at just the artwork on this. This is crazy. I mean, this Street Fighter versus Darkstalkers. So I'm trying to find the picture of like, or one of the pictures that they draw in that kind of style, because I thought that was kind of cool. And if you go to the Udon site, I believe you could get a lot of these different pictures and posters and that you could probably frame if you're really interested. Maybe it's not in this book, maybe in the first book here, their covers. I just want to, okay, yeah, here's one. So here's Let me open this good here if I could open it. So there you see Street Fighter versus Darkstalkers, Dimitri, and then they have, you know, like the kind of like the vampire character, and then Ryu. So it's kind of like it reminds me of like a Grindhouse kind of poster, or those old school movie vampire movie horror movie kind of posters and stuff. Oh, very cool. It's a different. They have a few of them in the, I believe in this first book. I guess they have a few of them. So they're very cool. The cover art there is by Joe Virens. So good job, Joe Virens. But yeah, very good books, very good read, lots of action. The characters, like I said, are true to their games and that. And yeah, these are the soft covers, like I said, and there is hardcovers. This particular title didn't have a hardcover yet when it came out. And I believe it came out just last year in 2018, at the beginning of 2018. So maybe, you know, maybe 2019, 2020, maybe they'll have a hardcover if you want to purchase the hardcover and wait. But overall, it's, you know, I give it a thumbs up. A lot of pros, you know, like the character, like I said, like lots of fighting, not a dry story. You see characters interacting with each other from the two video game franchises, you know, and very cool art, lots of action like I like, and as you can see, there's some sexy pictures of the different characters from the games, and yeah, so it's very good books. I rate them very high if you're into Street Fighters and Darkstalkers, and yeah, if you wanted to have a, you know, a different read, if you like the video game franchises, this is probably a must-have if you are definitely a fan of Street Fighter. So yeah, check it out. Again, it's Udon Comics. If you never heard of them, this is their logo, Udon. And kind of neat, like kind of like the noodles, their logo. So yeah, so they do the Street Fighter, like I said, and they have different books, Mega Man, and like I said, Dragon's Crown, and all different series. So just check them out, and you won't be. I don't think you'll be. You know, you won't be disappointed by their product. So yeah, checked it out. So again, thank you for watching Pop's Reviews. If you have any suggestions, any comments, you know, again, I'm just, you know, just wanted to give my little angle on these different things that I have interest in, and just wanted to put it out there for everyone to see, you know, if you have interest. And yeah, so again, thank you for watching, and again, hopefully I'll have a review coming soon. So thanks again. Okay, bye-bye.